Ryan, why are you following me? Get out of my life, Ryan, like I got out of our marriage. And then one. There we go. Got it. Through the power of logic. Whoa, we found Celeb Life magazine! Isn't Becky in here? Or possibly not in here? I accidentally clicked off my page. An old issue of Celeb Life with a feature on Dick Stanford. This must have been written just after he retired. Looks like typical puff piece, all about what a great guy he was. Here's something for your database, Scout. Gossip magazines like Celeb Life are total garbage for people that don't have lives themselves. Ah, it's for the dead. I have added this to my database. Thank you, Honor. That's weird. The last page has been torn out. Why was it torn out, though? Perhaps someone was angry. Maybe it was Bobby Price and he's like, they trashed me while they were writing about him. Oh no, here. That's weird. The last page has been torn out. All that's left are the first two words. However, rumors. Just enough to hint at something darker. I wonder what the rest of the article said. Maybe we'll find the rest of the article if we keep snooping. This has to be there, though. Bam. I'm solving stuff. A hip flask. Stanford, you alcoholic. I mean, I think that's what they're gonna say. I'm assuming that's gonna be like what we find out about him, and that possibly him getting replaced was also possibly due to drinking problems. This smells just like the whiskey we found in the dressing room. Do you think this was his hip flask? If it was, how did it get out here? Oh, do I have to talk to him? I don't want to talk to him. The real cops are finally here. You already let them take over now? Not just yet. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's gonna be Bobby Price. I know he's angry, but I think he's definitely the red herring character. Which kind of just leaves Kathleen. All the people are gone. What if the killer got away? Not everyone. Bobby and Kathleen are over there. I guess the cops are focusing on anyone with a direct connection to Stanford. Ooh, I can talk to both of them. Oh, I can choose who to talk to. Hello, friends. Bobby, do you know anything about these rumors? Oh, what? Oh, it's you. Sorry. This whole thing with Dick has got me kind of bugged. Is it true what that guy set up on stage? Are you trying to find the killer? I'm just gonna ask him about if he knows anything about the rumor. And we're probably gonna... Have you read this Celeb Life article about Stanford? Nah, just seeing his photo on the front cover was enough to put me off. Yeah, so yeah, there's bad blood. It says there were some rumors going on about Stanford. It figures. A lot of my crew worked on the old show with him. From what I hear, he wasn't exactly easy to work with. Anything bad enough that someone might have wanted to kill him? Sorry, yeah, I don't remember. Kathleen, you were a co-host. I hear you're interested in investigating what happened to Dick. I wish you the best of luck. Can I just be like, he was strangled? Like, that sounds insensitive. And also, like, not good info to give away. Have you seen this article about Stanford and celeb life? Of course. Stanford was very proud of his front page billing. I'm guessing he was less happy when he saw how the article ended. Something about rumors? We're still missing part of the article. Let me guess. The entire last page was torn out. Stanford did that to every copy he could get his hands on. He could never take criticism very well. He was an angry old man. Personally, I think it's good that the magazines do a little digging occasionally. Call it investigative journalism if you like. Do you think there's some truth to the rumors they printed? Can you tell us more about what they were? No, I've been interrupted by a plot convenience phone call. Sorry, I'd love to talk, but I have to take this. No, ma'am, I'm more important. Speak to me now. I can't go back to the conversation. I guess you've heard by now. Stanford was strangled. Oh God, please, don't tell me any more. I can hardly bear to think about it. Blank stock. Oh, black stock. Alright. How long did you and, actually, yeah, that's so going back, like, I know this is before, this is Tully. But, like, going back to Tully, I just thought about it. Why would he jump off a balcony? If, like, he could have just turned himself into the police. He was there with the police, but instead he tried to hide and actually blamed other people. Like, I don't think he was overwhelmed by guilt. I think he was guilt to cover up a conspiracy. How long did you and Stanford work together on Backtalk? Oh, many years. I've heard people say it's hard to imagine there was a time before I was on the show. You weren't there from the start? I didn't join until the second season. They wanted someone who could attract more viewers. You know, from a certain demographic. The male demographic, 20 to 35 years old. You should have seen the outfits they tried to squeeze me into. Hardly more than swimsuits some days. That's terrible. That's television, but I stood my ground. I like to think I made a difference. How was your relationship with Stanford? Oh, we got on just fine. Really? When we met him, he was kind of an ass. This is Hollywood. Everyone has their problems. But I'm a professional, and people who complain get a reputation. Besides, no one wants to hear about backstage drama. They'd rather just relax and enjoy the show. Although I don't think anyone was expecting the show tonight. Yeah, I was. How do you know Ryan Blackstock? He was on stage earlier. You mean tall, blonde, and handsome, and definitely ex-husband material? I hate Ryan Blackstock because he's a terrible person and deserves to be the victim. Oh wait, that's me talking. I was wondering who that was. Funniest thing, I saw him with Stanford earlier today. They were getting lunch at Dylan's on Fairfax. Lunch? Why would Ryan be getting lunch with Stanford? Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever it wasn't going very well. Seemed like they were arguing. I wish I could tell you more, but I was in a cab at the time. I only caught a glimpse, but I knew they were arguing. You don't think it could be related to what happened to Stanford, do you? That's not setting off my guilty radar. Pew. Like bing, bing, bing. Oh wait, you're accusing someone. Bing, 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 bing. What do you know about Bobby Price? He's talented, but he's got big shoes to fill if he wants to keep hosting Back Talk. He doesn't seem to be much of a... Yes? I'm not all streaming. He doesn't seem to be much of a fan of Stanford. They never saw eye to eye. Stanford hated having his show taken away from him, and Bobby hated working in Stanford's shadow. Hated it enough to kill Stanford. Bobby is young, ambitious, and impulsive. More than that, I can't say. Bing, 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 bing. I diagnose you with murderer. I'm trying to find out what happened to Stanford. Just like you did back at your TV studio. Damn, from playing a detective to being a real one. That's a wild career change. I'm not exactly a real detective. I'm just trying to help, even though it's super illegal, and probably more of a hindrance than a help. Oh, for sure. That's cool. Wait, you don't think I did it, do you? I'm not like that. Why would I throw my whole career away just to murder some old guy? It's no secret you and Stanford didn't get along. And when you left our table during the ceremony, you said you were going to give him a piece of your mind. I thought that was very difficult because I did not know the mind could be split up into tiny pieces. How small can you make yours? That was just talk. Why would I pick a fight with Stanford? If anything, he hated me for taking over his show. Do you know if anyone else wanted to hurt him? Probably a long list. He acts nice in public, but in real life, he's got a reputation. Have you talked to Kathleen? She put up with his grumpy ass for years. Or how about that chick who started screaming about how she should have won Best Actress? Becky? As much as I dislike her, she's not a killer. You sure about that? She looked crazy enough to do anything. Pretty cute, though. Now you're accusing people. Did Kathleen not get along with Stanford? They seemed kinda tense on stage. She had to work with Stanford every day for almost 20 years. Forget tense, I'm surprised she's still sane. The girl who wanted to win Best Actress was Becky Call. She plays the lead in my show, Murder Mystery. I thought she looked familiar. She was pretty pissed about not getting that award. It was a big deal for her. I guess if anything could have drive her to murder. People do crazy things sometimes. Make mistakes in the heat of the moment. Doesn't make them a bad person. That's like what you say if you're trying to convince someone you're not a bad person for murdering. Hey, are you friends with her? I'd love to get her number. But also the fact that you're trying to flirt, like, in a serious seeming way makes me doubt it. To get her on back talk, I mean. I bet she'd be a great guest. You took over Backtalk, right? Is that when your problems with Stanford started? Yeah, and that asshole knows how to hold a grudge. I hadn't been on the air 10 minutes. He was already talking shit about me to the press. He's too flashy. He's ruined the show. Sure, we updated things a little, but come on, man. That set hadn't been changed since 1979. Couldn't you just ignore him? Sure, but then the hate mail started coming in. He's got all these crazy fans. My ratings crashed. We're already talking about canceling the show. So your TV career was threatened by Stanford. Would you say that made you angry? Well, yeah. But I wouldn't kill the guy over it. I heard Stanford was arguing with Ryan Blackstock earlier today. Do you know him? Know anything about that argument? Ryan who? Sorry, I don't know the guy. Time to investigate. With pick cross. And yes, so filled out a wallet. I love wallets. Nice. Someone must have dropped this without realizing. It's nice. Real leather. I wonder who it belongs to. We should try to return it. There's no ID inside. Just small bills and a check stub for $50,000. That's a lot of poisonous flowers. It was paid today, but I can't see who it was paid to. Just an account number. Can I assume from your facial expression that $50,000 is a lot? It's a hell of a lot. Maybe even enough to kill for. You know, I could be wrong, but I think Ryan used to have a wallet like this. Well, if it's Ryan's, this is mine now. Oh man, Ryan, it sure would be a shame if... Hey, you found my wallet. Couldn't help noticing you wrote a big check today. You went through my stuff? You just can't help checking up on me, can you? Don't flatter yourself. I wanted to see whose wallet it was. So, what was the money for? Nothing. Just business. You're the one who assigned me the detective role. Now reap what you sow and let me detective. $50,000 of business? That's a lot of nothing. I don't have to explain myself to you. You're the one who'd put me in detective role. Kathleen said she saw you hanging out with Rebecca yesterday. It wasn't what you think. I won't hesitate. Kathleen said she saw you and Stanford arguing over lunch earlier today. Care to explain? Ha! That was nothing. In fact, that was the business nothing. We were talking about some business. Things got a little out of hand. It happens. Except in this case, the other guy turned up dead a few hours later. And how I wish you were the murderer, but you're too much of our ex-husband to go out this early in the story. What? You think I did it? What is with you? You've always got to turn me into the bad guy. Not like I'm a awful husband, ex-husband who's just a horrible person. I hate you. We are just following up on the available evidence. It's nothing personal. No, it is personal. I personally hate this man. I think this scout thing is a bad influence on you. I'm serious. I do my best to support you, but you don't make it easy. See, when I told you to become a detective today and called you out in front of hundreds, that was just me supporting you. Yes, I hate you, sir. I probably have to talk to him. But I don't want to. Did you know Stanford personally? Yeah, I met him a couple of times. Can't say I liked him. The guy was always blowing his own horn. Really? I'm surprised you didn't get along. Sounds like you had a lot in common. Funny. Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt him? Not offhand. That's the thing with this town. You never really know anyone. Tell me about it. Man who I hate. What do you think about Bobby Price? He looks nervous, doesn't he? Then again, I can't blame him. I hear his show is pretty close to getting cancelled. What's your impression of Kathleen? I don't trust her. She's hiding something. You sure it's not because she's smart and a woman? I've got no problem with smart women. As long as they're not smarter than you. I have an IQ of 153. I only date girls who are 5 IQ above or below me, preferably below. Are we still talking about Kathleen? Goodbye, man who I hate. Hopefully I never have to talk to you again. Do I have to talk to these people? Is there anything I can show you guys? Let's see. Hey, do you know anything about his drinking problem? Does this belong to Stanford? I don't think so. But you saw what he was like on stage tonight. Drunk as a sailor. Is there a chance the hip flask belongs to anyone else? We should investigate every possibility. Well, it could be Bobby's. Sorry, I carried over the scout's enunciation. I've heard he started drinking to cope with the stress. The production team aren't happy. Imagine going through all the trouble of rebooting a talk show, just for the new host to get carted off to rehab. Oof. You mentioned Bobby Price has a drinking problem? He'll deny it, I'm sure, but I've heard plenty of stories. A way to calm his nerves, I suppose. What do you think he's nervous about? Oh, the usual. His performance, his ratings, Stanford giving him a hard time. And now a murder, too. It's no wonder the poor kid has issues. Hello, Bobby. I have this flask for you. You recognize this hip flask? Is it yours? Detectives always have them in movies. Yeah, I've never seen one in real life before. Definitely not mine. That's not what I've heard. Is it true that you drink when you're stressed? That's an unhealthy coping mechanism, dude. What? That's crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. In fact, I've seen Richard with a hip flask backstage. It's probably his. You saw how he acted on stage. That guy was drunk and an ass. No, that's yours. Whiskey. It must have been his. Okay, that's super sus as hell. Kathleen, does Stanford drink whiskey? Why are you showing me that? I don't know how to comprehend that. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? Now it's over, and nothing will ever be the same again. Oh, yeah, okay, so we're in the year 1996. Good to know. Good to know indeed. Can I get into the dressing room now? They still let me in here. Ha! They can't keep me out. Because they didn't program a way for me to stay out. Oh! You still here? What did the forensics find? We're still waiting on blood tests. In my personal opinion, Stanford was strangled to death. We knew that already. I hate you, says Detective Cross. Oh, we also found whiskey spilled on the floor. Telltale sign of a struggle. Yep, we knew that too. Jesus H. Christ. How about the door handle? I guess we missed that one. Aha! See, that's why you should leave this to the professionals. We know to check for prints. You found prints? That's great. Well, not exactly. The handle was wiped clean. Smells like the killer cleaned it with the whiskey. The alcohol would have acted as a solvent, a very effective solution. So let me get this straight. The only new thing you found is where some fingerprints used to be. You suck. Look, it's not about who found what. It's about coming to the right conclusions. And I think we're all mistaken that it was strangulation. And that takes experience, expertise, and intuition. The EEI, if you will. E2I. You want conclusions? We've already got two suspects. Bobby Price and Brian Blackstock. It's Kathleen. She's not even a part of this. It's gonna be Kathleen. Is that so? What's your evidence against Bobby? Evidence against Bobby. I'll go with the hip blast. We found this hip flex backstage. It contains the same whiskey as we found at the crime scene. And I've heard Bobby Price has a drinking problem. Interesting. Needs more evidence to back it up, but it's a good start. How about your other suspect? What's that Silverstone Blackstock kid got to do with this? Ryan Blackstock has been arguing with Stanford this afternoon. Not much on its own, but he also signed a check today for $50,000. Baddies have a nasty habit of showing up when there's that much money at stake. And Ryan isn't exactly trustworthy. Oh, you know him? He's my ex-husband. Oh wait, she actually said that. And an ass! I'm gonna assume he picked that up from you. What can I say? He's a fast learner. Okay, I'll admit it. You found a couple of good leads. I'll follow up on them as soon as I finish my report. Now leave. Get. Gets like a spray bottle. Get. Uh, can't we at least help? Can't we at least keep looking for more evidence, please? No way. You're lucky I don't arrest you right now for interfering in an investigation. Now get out of here, will you? I can't afford any more liabilities. The captain's got me under a microscope on this one.